What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning. So come by and say hello. All right, well, I wanted to talk about guilds because guilds are the hot topic right now, but more so in how guilds can be and will be, I think, a major source of DEC burn once we get SPS Brawl rewards into the mix. And if that is going to be coming in weeks rather than months, and that's a quote from Cryptomancer on a recent town hall, that we are weeks away from this, not months, the incentive is going to be there. So I was just digging into some of the numbers. And so for our guild, Archmage Arius Disciples, we are ranked number 14 right now, so pretty high up. And I'd say that we are one of 10, I believe, guilds that are eligible to fight at tier 3 brawls. Now, the last brawl we did was only at tier 2, but I think we are definitely going to move towards tier 3 or into tier 3 whenever those brawl rewards go live, if not sooner. Now, here's the thing. If the rewards are given out by tier, what you're going to have is two tiers, tier 4 and tier 5, that will not be distributing any rewards. At least this is my understanding of it for now. They'll have to clarify. But if there's rewards allocated here, those will not begin distributing until any guilds make it up to those levels. So the thing is, especially if they're weighted higher. So for example, like 50% of the rewards are given out for tier 5. I think that was thrown out there as a rough number, and Cryptomancer kind of winked at it in the Discord. There's nobody there to receive those, and that's a decent amount. That's a 1.25 million SPS per month that would be given out, divided by however many teams are in tier 5. So to me, and many people around, it's definitely a race to get up to tier 5 as quickly as possible. So what does that mean from a DEC standpoint? Now, we are a tier 3 guild, which means that we are at level 5. And so to get to just the basics, right, just to get to 5, a tier 5 guild, we would need to get to level 9. And adding this up, you got 1 million DEC here, another 1.25. So total of 2.5 million DEC from where we are at right now, roughly. And I would say it's 2.5 million for all of the guilds that are currently at tier 3. So if there's about 10 guilds that are racing for this to get up to tier 5, that's 25 million DEC that would just be burned like that. Now, it's not going to happen as quickly as people think, because you will need to have crowns, and crowns are earned only during brawls, and that goes through like the 4 or 5 day cycle. So I don't know that this is going to happen very quickly, but if people are racing up to get there, and when I say racing, I mean everybody's just trying to get there as quickly as they possibly can, both from a DEC and crown perspective, well, then the DEC side is going to burn a ton in the next couple of weeks, or not really weeks, but I should say months at this point in time, because the first guild that can get there is going to get into some pretty sweet rewards. So 2.5 million DEC, and that is just for our guild to get to tier 9 or tier 5, which is level 9 for our arena. Now, I'm not even counting the guild halls, right? We already have a level 10 guild hall, but other guilds would need to get a level 10 guild hall as well. But if you look at that 25 million right now, and then let's just extrapolate this further, because the top 10 guilds, for example, aren't the only ones that are going to want to get there over time, especially if in the future Brawl rewards are top heavy and maybe include other things, other elements, other tokens, other airdrops, whatever they could decide to do with guilds as guilds grow within the game. I'm very bullish on guilds being kind of like I don't know, like an esports type of thing, where you'll have tournaments and guilds, and one will be like more team oriented, but I just see guilds being like the NBA or the NFL or the MLB of the future, right? Or FIFA of the future, right? Like, there are going to be teams or guilds that try to recruit top players by saying like, you don't have to pay a whatever the fee is, or we'll pay you, right? We'll pay you DEC, or we'll give you cards to come in and play for us, right? Like just think about how crazy it could be if it's similar to like in the NFL. I love the NFL, right? So it's like there's like signing bonuses where it's just like, hey, we want to sign you for 3 brawls, right? You come in, we're going to pay you X amount of DEC, and maybe if you perform well, right, you win 75 or 80% of your matches, there's a performance bonus where we give you a 1,000 SPS or something like that. That's where things could get fun and crazy. But getting back to my main point here, imagine all these guilds trying to aim for the top spot. And I'm going to look at, let's just say the top 100 guilds here. Now we're talking about 250 million DEC getting burned. And again, you're looking at the level of the town halls, and none of these are at level 10, right? So if they're not at level 10, that means that they'll also have to they will also have to level up their town halls, which is going to be additional burning of DEC. So let's take a look here. Just to get to level 10, what is this? Another 2.5 million roughly to go from level 6 to level 10. I guess you only need to go to level 9, but either way, it's another 1 to 2 million per guild at that point. So here's the thing. I think there's going to be great rewards at the top, and the incentive is definitely going to be there once those rewards go live. So we're already starting to have conversations in our guild, and I'm sure many guilds are doing the same. So just breaking down those numbers, where even if just, the top 100 guilds try to go for this, we could be talking mid 9-figure, right? So hundreds of millions of DEC being burned as maybe the top 100 or even just the top 50 guilds start going for the top spot, or at least tier 4 and tier 5 once this goes live. But we'll need a little bit more information. I just wanted to share those numbers with you. Again, everything is rough numbers here, but in order for people to get to those higher levels, we are going to be burning hundreds of millions of DEC just within guilds. Now, is that a lot in the grand scheme of things? Maybe, maybe not, considering that, DEC is still well below its peg, and we're buying through packs right now, but that DEC is not getting burned. So that is DEC being held by the company at market value and then being distributed out for credit purchases at market value. So there's still a lot of DEC in the system, but if people continue to go, and more importantly, if more guilds continue to be created because more players are coming in, well, then that's almost exponential in terms of the amount that it could increase, right? Because let's say you have a massive inflow of people, or a massive guild that comes in, like a gaming guild that comes in, and they want to set up 100 guilds for their members to start farming some of these SPS rewards. And yes, I did use the term farming because we'll have to talk about bot guilds in the future if those end up becoming a thing. We'll see how profitable it ends up being. But that is something that I think will be worth considering, or worth thinking about in the future. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. Just kind of wanted to share that perspective. And like I said, I hope that we get to a point where we are burning so much DEC that we have to start burning SPS so that we can get more DEC. That's what I'm excited about. And SPS to the moon. Let's go. All right, guys, that's all I have. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll catch you all in the next video, and I'll see you around the game. Take care.